Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Let's go. Their own 32-yard line.
Here we go.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
13. Bud. 6. I got you.
To throw is Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13.
Hey, alert! Hey, Alpha! Hey, gun!
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 47 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Breida. Taking it right down Broadway. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 23-yard run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Hey, 626. Blue draw Corker. Inside. Smooth.
Now Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quan Alexander. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Go!
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. You. Back. Kill.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
That's good for the Packers. First down. First and 10 at the 48.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Jacobs on first and 10. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's now second and 6.
Watch the slip.
At the
Watch the slip.
49ers,
Get 300.
48-yard line.
Get 300. Hey, high 7.
59. So we got man.
From the 44, Rodgers. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 17-yard line.
That's another Packers first down.
319.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Switch.
Back north.
Mike, check, 59.
Box it. Rap. 399.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Eric Armstead. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Jacobs. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
319.
It's 59. Mike to 59. Let's go.
26. Hey, Haywood.
Mike 59. Let's go, D. Deuce.
Check 50.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Nick Bosa able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
1, Omaha.
Watch tight. Tight is right.
12, fellas. Here we go. Hey, team 6.
Rush in. Rush.
I got you.
Garoppolo. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
SOS.
1, Omaha.
SOS.
Hey, gun.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser. Headed for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Double tight, guys. Three down.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 19-yard line.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Hey, Delta.
59.
Don't get nervous.
59's Mike. 59's Mike.
Chip.
59. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up, had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it, and...
Yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. They come out here in the eye.
Hey, 88. Jump out.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And Crosby puts it through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go, here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, exit. 11.
Kill. Check three. Slam.
White.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Here we go.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
11. Hey, orbit.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. And they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you press it a little bit. This might be the case.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Running is Jacobs, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 44-yard line.
No. 258.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Mike. Hey, wahoo.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Watch twist.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers flushed out right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Bravo.
Mike, 56. In the face. 56. Mike, 56. Right there.
To throw is Rodgers. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. Here comes Pettis on the return. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Here we go, D.
21.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. On third down, a run from Breida. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I got you, son.
Inside.
Hey, alert 3.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Tighten up.
Hey, 88. Hey, Foxtrot.
Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot. 6 gone. Check 6 gone. Quick there.
On first down, Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
For the 50. Hey, Charlie.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Inside. Boys.
Wide, get wide.
Jim. You can get it.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 31-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop.
65.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Garoppolo to Goodwin there for a 49er first. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And an alley to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
12, fellas, here we go. Go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
21. Here we go.
Hey, you don't understand me.
Hey, high 7.
Now Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 7-yard touchdown grab. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
180! 12.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Hey, team 6.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
I'll tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
They run it with Jacobs. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Recon, 132 fighter. Back north.
2 yards on the pickup.
From the 39, Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Mike, check.
26.
59. Oh, you got deep?
To throw, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. He's got this to his running back, Ty Montgomery. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Hey, Zoo.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And the catch made by Hilton. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts.
Check 24. Kill.
Teammate. Jump out.
Jim.
Plant.
Check motion.
Here's Jacobs. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. One more time with Jacobs. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. taking it in from 7 yards away, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2. Now it's Rodgers. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14-all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get them about 5 yards. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here we go. Hey, go tight left, tight left.
Hey, gun.
Mike 35, Mike 35. Hey, come on, oh.
21.
2nd and 5 now. Garoppolo. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Za'Darius Smith able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Hey, exit. I got this.
I got you.
Tight dog. 13. 21. Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Za'Darius Smith, his 2nd sack of the night. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll get off a fairly short kick here, as this is toward the sideline. Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45.
18.
Mike is 59. All day, every day, any day.
On 1st down, it's Jacobs, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Come on, boy. You better be ready.
Yeah, Liz. Hey, orbit.
Check. Fresno.
Boxing.
Check 59. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Check 31.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. Well, that's good for a 1st down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Rodgers now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Jacobs now. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. They're going to need some therapy after this.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers have taken the lead. Crosby connects on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points, that means this is now a 2-score game.
Yeah, and that's tough to deal with, isn't it? This little time left, those 2 points, doesn't seem like a lot, but it means everything now. Those are going to be the ones we're going to look back on. Those 2 points right there, the play of the game.
This will be fielded at the 17. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Come on, let's go. Inside. Hey, Echo.
Rodgers to throw. It's hauled in by Ellington. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Gentlemen, 319.
59. Hey, I'm coming.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
It's a loss of a yard, bringing up 3rd and 12.
Gentlemen, 319.
54. I'm coming.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.